everyone, I will be doing a bit of a different video today. As you can see, I've got a tier list in front of me, and what I'll be ranking is every single thumbnail that I made throughout 2024. This includes major videos, this includes bite-sized videos, this includes all of that. Every single one that I made in 2024, and I'll be ranking them based on how well I think the thumbnails are themselves. And yeah, obviously I'll be like considering like things differently. Like if there's a live stream thumbnail, then I'm not going to be ranking it as harshly compared to a main video because the main video has more at stake. You know, it's the video that I put the most effort into, so its thumbnail matters the most. So with all that out of the way, here's the first video that I made in 2024. This was the third Nuzlocke episode. I personally like this thumbnail a lot. I think it gets the job done pretty well, and it looks really cool, but I feel like I could have done better rendering on the Krakaloa itself. And Accio in the back kind of looks awkward, like its hand is just kind of like a big ball. I've obviously gotten better at drawing hands now than I was at the beginning of 2024, so I feel like I could have, if I'm redoing this thumbnail, I could have drawn it better. But I still really like it. I think it's a solid, like, a bottom of A or top of B. I'm going to put in B for now. I think it's really good, and it still looks awesome. It gets the job done, you know? Next is the Tales of Sonorio stream highlights video. This was the highlights of that one really long and really viral live stream that I made back at the end of 2023. This video was published in 2024, so it counts. It's a very simple thumbnail. The background is literally just a screenshot from one of the directs, the evolution screen specifically. And then this is just an old PNG of my OC. I have like a bunch of PNGs of my character just like making a bunch of different expressions, and I use them in thumbnails, and I eventually want to use them in videos as well. Obviously it doesn't look great, but it gets the job done again. This image of Gardemus I actually made for a commission that got cancelled, so I repurposed it for this thumbnail, and I think it looks great. I could have shaded it better, but it still looks really cool. And then this Tales of Sonorio logo I had to make myself, or rather I took the Tales of Sonorio logo and like I made it vertical. I'm proud of this edit of the logo. Obviously it's not like anything crazy, but I still really like it. It works really well for this thumbnail specifically. But again, it's not like anything crazy. I'm gonna keep it in a B tier as well. In fact, I might move Nuzlocke up to A, because this is good, but it's nothing like extraordinary. Well, this one's pretty cool, and I did actually draw this one, while this one is just like a bunch of assets that I made previously just slapped together for a thumbnail. So yeah, moving on, this is drawing a bunch of Tenorians with Kea. I like this thumbnail, but I feel like I could have done a lot better. First of all, the tablets don't look like tablets at all. Second of all, Kea looks not amazing in this thumbnail. I'm not used to drawing other characters that aren't my OC in my thumbnails, so anyone that isn't me kind of looks a bit awkward. You can see that's kind of a recurring theme inside of my thumbnails, which I want to get better at that. That's one of my goals for 2025, get better at drawing other people in my thumbnails. Otherwise, I feel like I could have like incorporated the drawing the Tenorians aspect into the thumbnail better. Like, you can't really tell that we're drawing Tenorians. It's just two artists laughing, you know? So I think because I didn't actually like put like the concept of the video itself into the thumbnail, I'm gonna lower it to a C tier. It's still a good thumbnail. I love the background, and it still works as a thumbnail, but like the TOT logo is a bit awkward, and I don't know, I could have done better, you know? Next up, we have Islands Part 5, which I forgot that I was gonna do more Islands videos. They just don't perform well, so I don't really feel like making more Islands videos. Also, this specific video was kind of garbage, so I guess I should make a better Islands video to end off the series. But anyways, I like this thumbnail. Obviously, Fanhorn right there looks a bit awkward. It doesn't look amazing, but I like how I drew my character here. Like with the pancakes, I think it's pretty cute. But my favorite aspect of this thumbnail is the Canadian flag that I layered on top of it and changed its blending mode. You can like, if you squint your eyes, you can kind of see it, but I feel like it's just like a fun detail that I like put in last minute, and I think it made the thumbnail like 10 times funnier. So I'm gonna put it at a B tier. Normally be like about a C tier, but I'm gonna put it at a B tier simply because of the Canadian flag. I love this thumbnail a lot. Moving on to I played VR Hands in 2024. I should make a 2025 edition of this video. I actually like that. I might make a sequel to this video. Anyways, this thumbnail is a bit basic. Obviously in VR Hands you only have like the head and the hands, and then I was playing with Legos inside of the video itself, so I put that in, and then this is the avatar of somebody that I was playing with. It's not an amazing thumbnail. I feel like I just could have done better, so I'm gonna put it at a C tier. I don't know if I like this thumbnail more or less than the VR video. I might put it at a D tier. I don't know. I'll keep it in C tier for now, but yeah. Here's the first bite-sized video of 2024. This was just talking about the Core Blocks bundle that came out like in March, or rather February. I don't really have much to say about it. It's not amazing. It's just the PNG of my avatar. I did draw this PNG for this thumbnail specifically, but it didn't really work well inside of this specific thumbnail, and I reused this PNG in other thumbnails later on, and they look a lot better in those thumbnails. So I think this will be the first D tier. Like it's not great. Tales of Tenorio episode 1. I love this thumbnail a lot. I think it's super cute, but I will say that Rabush looks terrible here. Like this is just a really bad sight to see. I like how I drew myself in this thumbnail, but I don't like how I drew Rabush. If I drew Rabush better, it would be an A tier, but I'm gonna lower it to a B tier simply because I don't think Rabush looks that great here. The Hunt episode 1, playing through the doors, back doors update. I love this thumbnail. This thumbnail is really cool. Dare I say it's an S tier. I love the colors. I love the timer that's like shining onto my avatar. I love how I drew myself. I think this is like the best one. I think this is just one of the best thumbnails on my channel. Obviously, Haste here is just the PNG from the game itself, so I didn't draw this, but I think it works in this scenario. I don't really need to draw the entities and doors. I don't feel like I need to really draw like the PNG ones, or they're just like a flat PNG on your screen. So the PNG of Haste here serves its purpose. Moving on to Piggy's Hunt episode. This was a bite-sized video, but I still like put an effort to make this thumbnail really good. I didn't really know where to put Piggy's logo because it didn't really work anywhere, so I just put it behind whatever this character's name was, I'm forgetting. I just put it behind him. I think it works. I think it looks cool. I think Finley himself, I really like how I drew him. I took a screenshot from Piggy, kind of referenced it for my thumbnail, and I think it looks amazing. Like I didn't just trace the actual screenshot, I put in like my own little spin on it, and I think it looks great. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I really like this thumbnail. Moving on to TOT episode 2. This was when I found out that I was in the game. I had no idea that I was in the game before I recorded this, and I lost my mind. In terms of a thumbnail, this is pretty lazy. Like it's just a TOT logo, a screenshot from the game, badly outlined text saying that's me, and then a quick little drawing I made of myself that traced that one meme. I really like this thumbnail, and in fact I think it's a great thumbnail as like a YouTube thumbnail, but in terms of a good drawing, I don't love it that much. I could have put in a bit more efforts. Like you can see there's almost no shading on my avatar, and usually I like to make the colors of the thumbnail like match, like with the doors thumbnail. Like imagine if I hadn't put like any red overlay on top of my character. I don't really know. I'd have to play around with it inside of Procreate, but I'm gonna put it at a C tier. In fact, I might lower it to a D tier. I don't know. I'm between these two, high D, low C. You know, I'll put it at high D for now. But like it's not great. I'm not too proud of this thumbnail. Next up is my 4-year anniversary, and I actually made 2 thumbnails for this. One that was really rushed. It just took a PNG that I made for my character, slapped a really poorly drawn birthday hat on top of it, and yeah, it's not great. In fact, I changed it the next day to this. I drew this little thing of myself. It has the same issue as this thumbnail where like the colors don't really match, but it works for this thumbnail because there's no colors for it to match. It works for this thumbnail. So this one, the old version of this thumbnail is an F, and then a new version of this thumbnail, dare I say, is an S. I really like this new version of the thumbnail. It works surprisingly well. If you weren't, I forgot to explain what the video was. I was redrawing my old thumbnails from like years ago, from like private videos. This was one of the thumbnails, and I redrew it in my modern style. Next up, this is the final Hunt video that I made covering the Arsenal's part of the event. And I don't think anyone's gonna be shocked I'm putting an S tier. It kind of goes hard with the gun. I love this. I don't know how I cooked this up, but I'm a big fan of this. I love how the perspective logo of the Hunt and Arsenal, I love that. I love the black border. I love the colors, like the red and blue colors. I think they look amazing. And also the gun just kind of looks hard. Like I feel like I could have drawn this hand a bit better. Like it's kind of flat. But aside from that hand, I love the thumbnail so much. Abyss World Part 3. Dear Lord, I'm a big fan of this thumbnail. I put some like crazy shaders on this thumbnail. It looks amazing. The little critters, or I forgot, leeches, I think they're called leeches in the game. I called them critters in the video because I didn't know their canon names. I think critters is a cuter name for them. The critters look a bit awkward because they are just like black blobs. But I love the tower. I drew the background for this one. I didn't take a screenshot from the game. I drew this, and I think it looks amazing with the clouds in the background too. And then the shaders just like add like an extra oomph, and it's so good. Dare I say it's another S tier. I don't like praising my thumbnails because I like to think that I can always improve, but like it's so good. Maybe I could have drawn my OC a bit better, because like I did change his outfit for this specific thumbnail. Like it's not wearing the usual like I didn't make it wear the sweater in this thumbnail. It's just the shirt. But also I don't care. It still looks cool, doesn't it? Here's the Sonorio Alpha Girl video. I made like a different style of thumbnail for this specific one. Like the character itself is the same, but the background is insane. I don't even know how I made this thumbnail. Like I can't recreate this effect if I try to, but it looks so good. I think it's like just shy of S tier. Like it's a high A, you know? On second thought, as I look at the 4th anniversary thumbnail, I'm gonna lower it back down to an A. I don't think it's S worthy. I think these thumbnails are better than this one, but this is still like a good thumbnail in my opinion. I still like this thumbnail. Nilzok episode 4. I like it, but it's not like amazing. Wimpor looks really freaking awkward, and the shading on my character also is a bit awkward, but I love Stratosaur here, and also Stratosaur looks cool, so I'm gonna keep it in A tier, but I'm gonna put like, I don't know if I should put it in front of the 3rd episode or behind the 3rd episode. I'm gonna put it in front of the 3rd episode. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it here. It's fine. The hunt for Gamma plush kit. This thumbnail was a bit rushed. I feel like you could tell just by looking at plush kit itself, but I still think it's like a really good thumbnail. I think even though it was rushed, it still ended up turning out really good. So I'll put it at like the top of B tier, maybe like bottom of A, but I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier for now. Floors Door 2. Sorry, Doors Floor 2. Doors Floor 2. This was a collaboration with Topia and Yanni. I love this thumbnail a lot, but there wasn't much I could really do to emphasize that it was Floor 2. The original version of this thumbnail didn't have the text at the top, so it was literally just a drawing. I didn't really know what to do to like emphasize that it was Floor 2. I put the Gloombats there, but like at the time of making this video, we hadn't gone into door 50 yet. Like in this video, we actually never make it to door 50. I was like, oh my lord, the original version of this floor was like so unbalanced. We couldn't even make it to door 50. So I didn't know about the grumble, so I really didn't know what to put in the thumbnail, so I just put halt. And I also put a giggle in front of Topia's face, because I feel like that could have emphasized that it was Floor 2 a bit more. And then like as a last minute addition, I added the Doors Floor 2 text to the very top there. This video underperformed like hell. Maybe if I put the grumble into the thumbnail, it would have done better. So had we had gotten to door 50, I feel like this video would have just been better as a whole. But I'm still really proud of this thumbnail. Like Topia and Yanni, I think look great. Topia I could have maybe drawn a little better, but his cardboard mask is like so hard to draw. I went back on that like 15 times. It was so complicated. But I'm really proud of how Yanni's avatar turned out. I think Yanni's avatar looks great here. I don't have much to say about my character here. He's just kind of there. I'm gonna put it at a B tier, or maybe like a top of C, because like Topia does look a bit awkward. Like the giggle isn't like properly drawn. There's not much telling you that this is like specifically Floor 2, so it doesn't work as a Floor 2 thumbnail, if you get what I mean. I don't know. It's just there was so many factors. It was a whole thing. Looking back, I wouldn't have rushed the video as much. I would have waited for us to get to door 50 and then start editing the video. Like we were never beating Floors 2 in the first episode. Like hell no. But like had we at least gotten to door 50, the video would have been like 10 times better. Maybe it would have also not underperformed as badly as it did. Next up, we have two bite-sized videos. This is my Rainbow Volpup reaction and Gamma Dractus reaction. These thumbnails are kind of lazy, like I was using the new PNG tuber that I made for my character. But then this thumbnail reuses the face that I made for this thumbnail, and I feel like it works a bit better, especially because the Rainbow Wisp is like front and center inside the thumbnail. But still not great, you know, it's like a D tier. It's not amazing. 100 hours in Trick Retreat. I love this thumbnail. I reused an asset that I had made for my birthday stream, which is down here, but I had drawn this asset for my birthday stream, and I just reused it for a Trick or Treat stream because I really didn't know what to draw for the Trick or Treat hunting video, so I just kind of stole it, and I think it works well. Both of these thumbnails are good in their own rights. I'm gonna put both of them in A tier. I like both of them a lot. Next up, I am realizing I skipped a couple thumbnails. Backtracking a little bit, here's some thumbnails I accidentally skipped. This is the review for the Makoto City update in Tales of Sonorio. This thumbnail reuses the asset that I had made for the egg hunt video, but I think it just looks a ton better. Like let's be real, this thumbnail's a lot better than this one, you know? But it's not perfect. Like the hair is taking up a bit too much of the screen. That's just because that's how I drew it. If I was redrawing the face now, I'd probably just make the hair a bit shorter, or you know, like make it go into a different direction so it didn't cover as much of the thumbnail as it did. So it was like a C tier, like maybe like right below the Doors video, you know? Next up is Nuzlocke episode 5. I love this thumbnail so much. I'm not even sure how to explain it. It's so good. This is an S tier for me, like top of S tier. I'm so proud of this one. It's great. Here's the bite-sized video where I played through High Realms, which is a islands inspired game, or more so Skyblock inspired game. I was playing through it for the first time, like giving my thoughts, because like when this release, Islands was over, and one of the most popular Islands YouTubers, DV Plays, wanted to make their own interpretation of a Skyblock game, so he made High Realms, and this was me like playing it and giving my thoughts as a longtime Islands fan. If you want my thoughts, watch the video. This thumbnail itself is not great, but in my opinion, it's a bit better than these other thumbnails. Like, it uses a new PNG tuber again, so I like it. It's fine. It's a C tier. Tales of Tenorio, the Haunted Realm review. It's similar in style to the Makoto City thumbnail. I'm using the new PNG tuber, like with the High Realms thumbnail, but in my opinion, it's just composited really well. It's a top of B tier for me. I like it a lot. Hello, top of B tier, yeah. How to get Paktua. This is a bite-sized video that I made. It's a pretty bland thumbnail, like there's nothing going on. It's a D tier. Yet another tutorial, how to get every single new Lumion added with Jolly Village. I don't make these types of videos often. I don't like to make these types of videos, but in my opinion, this thumbnail is really freaking cool. I like this thumbnail a lot. There's actually a bunch of different versions of this thumbnail, just like changing up the blending modes on the Lumion Legacy logo, because I had made it way too strong and it was way too powerful. So this version is just a bit less rendered. It looks a bit better. I don't have much else to say on it. It's a C tier for me. Finally, we have my last video of 2024, which was the best of 2024 video. I was actually planning on making this like reviewing thumbnails video. I was actually planning on combining this with the best of 2024 video, but in my opinion, it works better as its own video. Anyways, this thumbnail's great. Even though the PNG tuber isn't color matched with anything, like I think it works in this scenario because it doesn't really need to in this type of thumbnail. And I love the comic book style that I made for the background. It's so cool. It reused a bunch of past assets. It composited them in a good looking way. I don't have much else to say other than it's a good use of resources. And it still looks pretty freaking cool. Anyways, I think this thumbnail is an S tier. Anyways, here is the final tier list. I actually recorded this entire video like at the very beginning of 2025. Like the recording date says January 4th. I just kind of procrastinated editing it until just now, so sorry. It wasn't even that bad of an edit. I don't know why it took me so long to finish. If you saw at the bottom of the video, all the other thumbnails, those were for my live streams and some other channels, so I'm not gonna review them because they're not really as important as the main video thumbnails. So yeah, here's the final tier list. Hope you enjoyed me talking about some of my past decisions, talking about what I feel like I could have done better. Thank you for watching and have a great day.